So as explained in the previous video, I had given the entire theory regarding the half adder, full adder, half subtractor and full subtractor. So the circuit what you can see here is with respect to your half adder. So the ICs what I am going to use here are 7404, which is a NOT gate IC, and I have 3 AND gates here and 1 OR gate. So the ICs what I need to take are 7404, 7408 and 7432. 7404 is with respect to my NOT gate IC, 7432 is my OR gate IC and 7408 is my AND gate IC. So how many ICs I need to take, that depends on the pin diagram. So on the top of this you can see the pin diagram. So how many NOT gates do I require for the half adder? I require 1 and 2 NOT gate. So 2 NOT gate means I can be going with my 7404, which has got 6 NOT gates inside. So I will be taking 1 7404. Getting back here, I need to be having 3 AND gates, AND gate 1, AND gate 2 and AND gate 3. You can see it's been numbered based on the pin diagram. We have numbered the ICs. So I need to be having 3 AND gates. So I need to check how many 7408 ICs I require. So getting into 7408 IC, this IC has got 4 AND gates, out of which I need to take only 3, right? So I'll be using only 3 OR gate, AND gate that is present inside my 7408. So it's been numbered, so you can check out IC number 2, IC number 2 and IC number 2. Along with that you can see the pin numbers which is given here. One more IC what I need is 7432. So 7432 IC, if I go and check up, this is my pin diagram. As I need only one OR gate IC, I'll be taking one IC, that is 7432. So once the ICs are taken, what I need to do is I need to check whether the IC is working properly, So the IC, I'll be going with my IC tester. So this is your IC tester. So you have an IC tester. Okay, this is my 7404 IC. I'll be taking a 7404 IC. So this is your 7404 IC what has been taken. I will test whether my IC is working properly. So I'll be inserting it into my IC bed, and I'll be giving the number 7404 and I'll test it. So it's showing it as good. Which means that your IC is proper. So you have taken a NOT gate IC. I'll keep it aside. Next IC what I need is 7408, which is an AND gate IC. So this is your 7404. So I will check whether it is proper. So before placing here, I'll press clear and I will insert the IC and I will press the number 7408 and I'll go with test. It says that my IC is good. One more IC what I require is my OR gate IC. So OR gate IC, I will take an OR gate IC. Yeah, here is my OR gate IC. So this is your OR gate IC. You can see the notch on the top of this. So I'll be placing this IC here and I will lock it. I'll clear the things and I will give the number 7432 and press test. So all the 3 ICs are working fine. Later what you got to do is you got to take the ICs from there and you need to place it in the IC beds. So let's remove this IC. Let's remove these ICs and let's place them in the IC beds. So initially I'll be placing the IC 7404. Yeah, 7404 IC will be placed in the IC bed. You can check out, you have a notch on the top. So this is your notch. So I'll be placing it in my IC bed. So 7404 is placed and I have locked it. Next IC what I am going to take is 7408. So 7408 IC has been taken and it is locked here. The third IC what I am going to take is 7432 and I will be placing it in the IC bed. So all the 3 ICs are taken. Next, what I need to do is I need to go with respect to this particular circuit diagram. So before that, what I need to do with the ICs is I need to do the ground and VCC connections. So if you check the pin diagram, for my 7404 IC, pin number 7 is ground and pin number 14 is VCC. 7408, pin number 7 is ground and pin number 14 is VCC. 7432, pin number 7 is ground and pin number 14 is VCC. I'll do the ground and VCC connections initially. So this is pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7th pin has to be connected to ground. Very similarly, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14th pin has to be connected to VCC here. So I will do the similar connections with respect to all my ICs. Pin number 7 will be connected to ground and pin number 14 will be connected to VCC. So this has been done. So initial part of the connection is connecting VCC and the ground and the power supply. So initial connections are done. Fine. Now let's go with respect to the circuit diagram. So here from the circuit diagram, I need to take two inputs. A and B are the two inputs what I need to take. So I will take two inputs. So let me mark. This is A and this is B. Let me say this is your A and this is B. So from pin number A, that is from input 1, you can check. From input 1, you can see from input A, it has to go to pin number 1 of IC1. So from input A, it has to go to pin number 1 of IC1. So this is pin number 1 of IC1. After that, you take pin number 2. Or you take the second input. We'll take the second input, that is B. From B, it has to go to pin number 3 of same IC, IC1 and IC1. So I'll take the second one. And I'll connect it to pin number 3 of the second IC. So from A to pin number 1, from B to pin number 3. Remaining connections I'll check out later. So from here, from pin number 2 of my first NOT gate, from there it has to go to pin number 1 of second IC, and it should also go to any other connections. No, it is not going anywhere. So pin number 2, that is this pin. From pin number 2, it has to go to pin number 1 of your second IC. So let me keep it here. From here, pin number 2, it has to go to pin number 1. Yeah, from here, see, you can check out. From here it is going, from here, see here. From here it is going here, and there is a dot here, which means that it is going to pin number 1. So from pin number 2, I am connecting to pin number, from pin number 2. This is your pin number 1. From pin number 1, I am connecting it to pin number 2 to pin number 1. So this part of the connection is done. Let me check connection with respect to A. From input, it has to go to pin number 1 of your first NOT gate. From same A, it has to go to pin number 4 of your second IC. Also from input A, it has to go to pin number 9 of your second IC. So I will say this is your input A. This is your input A. You can connect it to the same pin. You can make connections with respect to same. You can connect it either here or you can connect it here. From here, it has to go to pin number 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. First connection is done. From same input A, it has to go to pin number 9. So this is 7, 8 and 9. So that connection is done. Later, I'll check with respect to this one. I'll check it here. From pin number 2, where it has to go? From pin number 2, it has to go to pin number 1. So this is your pin number 1. Pin number 1, and it has gone to pin number 2 to 1. It has already gone. Next connection is, do you have any other connections? No, you can find no connections there. Later connection is with respect to pin number 4. From pin number 4, it has to go to pin number 5 of the second IC as per the circuit diagram. I am not able to show you the circuit diagram. I am doing the connections as per the circuit diagram. It is there. So pin number, my first not get, it's been covered up. So I'm going to use only so much and it has been done. From B, I need to make the connection to pin number 2 of your second IC. So P, this is your B. This is your B. This one. This is your B. From here, it has to go to pin number 2 of your second IC. Also, it has to go to pin number 10. Also, it has to go to pin number 10. Later, we'll go on rigging up the connection. So I guess all the initial part 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6, it's all done. So from pin number 3, it has to go to pin number 1 of your first IC. From pin number 6, that is from pin number 6, it has to go to pin number 2 of your third IC. And pin number 3 will be your output, which is actually the sum. So output, I'll connect it to the green pins as I have explained in the previous video. Moving on later with respect to carry. So my carry is in my pin number 8 of my second IC. This is your carry. So from here, I'll connect it to output. So this finishes my connection with respect to your half adder. So what I need to do next is, I need to check the output with respect to the truth table. So this is your truth table. So you have the truth table here. This is the truth table what I need to verify. So this is A and this is B. This is sum and this is carry. So A, B, sum and carry. I'll turn it on. I'll turn on the connections. Once the connection has been turned on, I'll turn on the power supply. So for 0, 0. So here you have the truth table. Here I have the truth table. 0, 0, input should be 0, 0. 0, 1, sum should be 1, carry should be 0. 1, 0, sum should be 1, carry should be 0. 1, 1, sum should be 0 and carry should be 1. We'll verify that. Verify that. See here. 0, 0. Both my inputs are 0, 0. Sum is 0, carry is 0. Let me make it 0, 1. When I make it 0, 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. Let me make 1, 0. 1, 0. When you make 1, 0 also, sum is 1, carry is 0. Let me make it 1 and 1. When you make 1 and 1, when you make 1 and 1, you can check out your carry is 1 and sum is 0. So the truth table what we have here has been verified. So moving on further, we'll check with respect to half subtractor. So before you rig up the half subtractor, what you need to check up is circuit diagram. If you check the circuit diagram of the half adder and if you check the circuit diagram of half subtractor, my initial part, that is my circuit diagram for the sum and the circuit diagram for the difference, it's the same. You don't have any changes. It's one and the same. The circuit diagram for the sum, that is this part of the circuit, this part of the circuit and this part of the circuit is the same. Only change what I have is when I come to carry, you can check out my carry is nothing but A ANDed with B. When I speak about the borrow here, my borrow is nothing but A bar ANDed with B. So what I mean to say is, when I rig up the circuit for the half adder and when I am done with the truth table verification of the half adder and when you are asked to do the half subtractor circuit, you need not change the entire circuit. What you need to change is, you need to change only the connection of the borrow from the carry what you had previously. So this circuit what you had here has to be changed here. So instead of having the connection from A, that A has to be removed from this point and it has to be connected to A bar. That is all. It has been happening here. So let's do that. So from A, my connection was going to pin number 9. Now what I need to do is, in this circuit, I need to remove this connection. I need to remove this connection and connect it to A bar. So from where is it coming? It is coming from A and it was going to pin number 9. So the connection is this one. So this is your pin number 9. This is your pin number 9. So instead of connecting it here, instead of connecting it to A, I need to connect it to A bar. So I'll remove this connection. I'll remove this connection. From A, the connection has been removed, and I'll connect it to A bar. A bar is pin number 2 of your first IC. And that is all is the changes. Right now, nothing has been changed except one wire. So this is your input A and this is your input B. Here it is, this is your difference and this is your borrow. So let's check the truth table. So coming to the truth table, my truth table says that 0 0 it is 0 0, 0 1 it is 1 1, 1 0 it is 1 1, 1 1 it is 0 0. So let's verify the truth table. So 0 0 it is 0 0, 0 1 it should be 1 1, borrow should be 1 and carry should be 1, 1 0 it should be 1 0 and 1 1 it should be 0 0. So hence the truth table of the half subtractor has been verified. This is the first part, that is half adder and half subtractor part of the experiment. The things what is pending with us is full adder and full subtractor. Further, our next task is to design and implement full adder and full subtractor. The half adder and half subtractor has already been implemented. So we will try to implement full adder, and before the implementation it is always necessary that we need to design it. The thing what you can see here, this is the truth table of your full adder, with the first column being A, B, C, this is sum and this is carry. On simplifying this particular truth table using the SOP method, we get the expression for sum that is given here and the expression for the carry that is given here. As the final expression for the sum is given in terms of XOR gate, we will not try to implement the XOR gate because my question demands me to implement this using basic gates only. So we will try to implement the circuit diagram based on this particular expression. Also we have got the expression for carry. So the circuit diagram what we have is given here. So this is the circuit diagram what has to be implemented with 3 inputs, that is A, B and C, and you have an output which is sum and one more output which is carry. And this particular circuit diagram or this particular combinational circuit is the same circuit what we have obtained because of the expression which was obtained by the simplification of the SOP form. So getting back to the circuit diagram, you can see the circuit has already been rigged up. So what we have done here is, you can see there are 4 ICs placed. So this is your 7404, this is your 7408, this is your 7408 IC and this is your 7432 IC. So totally here we have placed 4 ICs. So NOT gate IC, AND gate ICs and 1 OR gate IC. Moving on to the top of the circuit, you can see there are 3 inputs. There are 3 inputs connected, that is this is input A, this is input B and this is input C. So 3 inputs are connected here, and with respect to the ICs you can check all the ground connections and the power supply connections are being done as told in the pin diagram. The connection looks a bit complicated here because we have lot of wires running from one IC to the other IC. So what we have done is, I have not explained you regarding the rigging of the circuit. The ready-made rigged up circuit is shown to you people. However, the rigging of the circuit will be done by you people once you are back in the lab. So what we are going to do right now is, we are just going to turn on the digital trainer kit, and once the digital trainer kit has been turned on, we will check the output. So the outputs are connected here. You can see the outputs are connected to this particular pins. You can see the outputs getting connected here. You can see them connected here. These are the outputs. So the initial thing what we have from the truth table is, so we'll get back to the truth table. So initial thing says 0 0 0. All the 3 inputs are 0 0 0. So when all the 3 inputs are 0 0 0, my output should be, all my 2 outputs should be 0 0 0 itself. All the 2 outputs here should be 0 0 0 itself. So as it is given here, I have given all the three inputs to be 0 0 0 and my sum and carry are 0 0 0 only. Moving on, next it is 0 0 1. So what I'll do is I'll make my C input 1. When I make my C input high, you can check out here. The sum, that is this output, is high and the carry is 0. Next thing is I'll make 0 1 0. So I'll make it as 0 1 0. When I make it 0 1 0, it's the same output, which is 1 and 0. Next one is 0 1 1. So I'll make it as 0 1 1. When I make it 0 1 1, you can see your sum is 0 and it produces 1 carry. Next one is 1 0 0. So moving back here, I'll make my input A high. I'll make my input A high 1 0 0. Sum is 1 and carry is 0. Next one is 1 0 1. So I'll make my C input high 1 0 1. When I make it 1 0 1, your output is 0 and 1. So it is all done as per the truth table of the manual. Next one is 1 1 0. I'll make it as 1 1 and 0. When it is 1 1 and 0, it's the same thing here, which says it is 0 and 1. It says it is 0 and 1 from the truth table. Next one is all three ones. A is 1, B is 1 and C is 1. When all the threes are ones, my sum is also 1 and my carry is also 1. Hence, the truth table what is given here has been verified as it is noted down here, and the circuit diagram has been rigged up as per our finalized expression. So this is regarding the full adder circuit which is implemented using hard wires. We'll check how to design and implement a half subtractor. The truth table for the half subtractor is given here with three inputs: X, Y, borrow, difference and borrow out. And the various combinations of the inputs are going to yield you various differences and the various borrows. Looking into the truth table and following the SOP method, you will be simplifying the expression for the difference and you will be obtaining the expression for difference. And if you check out the expression for the difference and if you check out the expression for the sum, what we have implemented previously, the expression stands one and the same. The expression for the sum and the expression for the difference, they are one and the same. Only changes what we can see here is when we try to implement the circuit diagram for the borrow, the expression for the borrow stands different from that of the carry what we have implemented for the previous full adder. So what I mean to say is, when you go to implement the circuit diagram, so let's say that this is a circuit diagram. So when we go to implement this, the circuit diagram what you had previously was for the full adder, and right now you are going to implement the circuit for the full subtractor. So you do not have to change the circuit diagram for the sum and the difference. The circuit diagram for the sum and the difference, they remain one and the same. Only the circuit diagram for the carry and the borrow has to be re-rigged up. I need to just re-rig up the circuit for the borrow. I just need to change it from the circuit what was producing me the carry. This is what I meant to say with respect to the expressions what I had obtained with respect to the difference and sum, borrow and carry. The expression for the difference and the sum, they are one and the same, because of which you can see visually, you can visualize here the circuit diagrams remains the same. Those expression for the borrow and carry are different, because of which I have re-rigged up the circuit diagram for the borrow. Getting back to the circuit, so this is a circuit. I can see my NOT gate, AND gate, AND gate, and I can see the OR gate IC which has been kept in my digital trainer kit. So turning on the logic trainer kit, the first thing is 0 and 0. Once it is 0 and 0, my output should be, both the outputs should be 0. The inputs what I am going to give are here. These are my three inputs. This is A, this is B, and this is your C with respect to the switches. And this is where you are going to get the output. So let me give the input as 0. Let me turn it on. Once you have turned it on, you can see all your inputs are 0, 0, 0, and your output is also 0 and 0. Once you make your input C to be 1, once you make your input C, that is this one, this input is equal to 1, you can see the output, that is difference and borrow, both to be 1 and 1. This can be verified with respect to your truth table. Moving on further, if you make your next thing, that is if you turn on this and if you turn on your second input, that is 0 1 0, still your output will be 1 and 1. The next combination is 0, 1 and 1. Once it is 1 and 1, it is 0 and 1. And getting back here, it should be made as 1, 0, 0. So this is 1, 0, 0. Once it is made 1, 0, 0, you can see the difference is 1 and the carry is 0. Next it is 1, 0, 1. So this is your 1, 0, 1. Once it is made 1, 0, 1, both my inputs are 0 and 0. Moving on further, it is 1, 1, 0. So I'll make this 1, I'll make this 0 and I'll make this 1. So once it is 1, 1, 0, both my inputs are 0 and 0. Next, all the 3's to be equal to 1. Once all the 3's are equal to be 1, your output is going to be 1 and 1. So this is the circuit diagram what has to be rigged up for the full subtractor circuit. Circuit looks to be complicated, but numbering the pins of the circuit diagram will make it go easier for you people.